Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. I just took a ride in a Harley and it's like 38 degrees out there, so it's a bit chilly. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, and I'm bringing you something today that I have had sitting since 2016. It's just, well, that's when it was made. I think I've had this knife waiting to be reviewed since 2019. And I don't know why I waited so long, because Steel Will is one of my go-tos. I love this freaking company, and I don't even think they know I exist, so I'm not saying that because they send me things to test, or, you know what I mean, I get freebies. I bought this knife, and I've just had it sitting, and it's time I get to it. So it's called the Cager 1410, right? And we're going to go over the specs before I get into everything. This thing is nice, man. This is nice. So it's D2 steel with G10 scales. It's a satin finish with a full length of 9.06, so 9 inches. Blade length is 4.33, so almost 4.5 inches. Blade thickness is 1/16 of an inch, and it weighs 7.34 ounces. And that's it. Cager was designed for heavy duty fixed blade EDC. Blah 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 blah. And so far, every one I have had from Steel Will is definitely made for hardcore use. My Steel Will cut jacks, love them, absolutely love them. The Plague Doctor, awesome. This thing so far, just by feel, is very nice. And I just noticed on their website, when I bought mine, I don't know what I paid for it, but they were $89.99 and on sale for $69.99, which for Steel Will, that's pretty good, man. That's a good sale price. First thing I noticed right away off the bat before I even begin, it is comfortable. It's made for probably medium to large hands would fit 100% perfect. Even my hands, XX, fits really good, especially when I'm using this this jimped ramp. You'll notice the scales aren't jimped, but the ramp is, and you can really feel that when you push your thumb into there. But this position, holding it down for inside cuts, it's just really, really nice. You do have heel jimping, and it's done the same way where the scales aren't jimped, but the steel is, and you can feel that there. If I was to hold it in the reverse grip for upcuts, bada boom, bada bing, it works really good. The choil is dug out really nice. There's nothing sharp and hurty that's going to get to you. Let's see, everything, even the side grip, these little areas right here, if I put my finger here and my thumb here, then I get a really good side grip if I need to peel an orange. But that's actually really nice. It has these cutouts right here, and that's just for extra grip. Slide your thumb on there, you're going to feel it immediately. The blade itself is beautiful. At first I thought it was a drop point, but you see this little bend right here, that little hard point? What that turns this into is a modified clip point. I know it doesn't look like a clip point because it's round this way, and everybody thinks a clip point has to be this way. Once that stop hits and then it goes down, you could call it a modified drop, I guess, but it's a modified clip point. That's what that is. This thing is really freaking nice. Cager 1410. You can see it says D2 right there. Steel Will right there. Like I said, every single one of their products has so far been just freaking awesome to me. I need to... All right, back on track. Back on track. So, where were we? So let's get this thing underwater. We're going to take it out, and we are going to cut with it. Let's see. Do I have any arm hair left on one of these arms? This one. So this thing has been sitting for years now. Made in 2016, man. I'll tell you what. Although, I haven't used it, so obviously the edge isn't going to dull all by itself. But, man, these guys just make them sharp. They make them sharp. Every Steel Will I have came through just crazy ready to go. Crazy ready to go. Just beautiful. Just so you know, the swedge is swedged, right? It's not a flat spine, so you do have a swedged spine, so you're going to have better penetration. And real quick before we go out, we'll just go over the sheath really quick. Ambidextrous. It's a double snap, but on one snap, which is cool because sometimes you'll have two completely different ones. Pain in the balls. This one you just do all at one time. Perfect. It's MOLLE attachable. It has all kinds of rigging everywhere. Awesome. I'm going to end up flipping it around. Being a lefty, I like it on the other side. Very, very good. One last thing I will give you. It does have an exposed tang because it is true full tang. And instead of a lanyard hole, they have a lanyard strap, which is good because it gives you more options to cover your lanyard needs if you use them. So let's take this thing out. I can tell you 100% without a doubt, even before I get started, my fixed blade carry today is going to be this. I just really am so far liking it, and I haven't even really gotten started. It just feels so good, just carrying it out here. So we got 4 straps of leather. Let's see, without cutting off my thumb. Golly, that is so nice. I mean, that's some fine cutting right there. Let's see if we can't do a nice little push cut here. And easy peasy lemon squeezy. We got the extension cord. Now, it's not a chopping knife. This is your EDC. But I'm pretty sure if we hold it at the edge, we could get a little momentum here. Let's try. Let's see the best way to do it. I missed. Ba-boom, right there, straight through, no issues with the edge on simple cuts. Let's see, I got some, this is kind of like one of those hard dry sticks. We'll just see if we can't, there we go, nice the kitchen chop, see if we can't hit the thicker part. Bam, right there. Let's try again. Bam, look at that, right there. Bam! Right there. Okay, so not bad. So it has the ability to hit and hit well. Rubber tire. Well, obviously it's a rubber tire. What else is the tire going to be made of? This is the wooden tire. So far, so good. Let's do a hard downward stab. Ugh. That was a pretty hard stab. And we got some pretty good depth inside that hit. Let's do a couple 4-foot drops. It's windy out, so that's what I was afraid of, is the wind is going to carry the blade. It carries a little bit. That could be part of the weight from the rear, but the wind, I don't know if you can see the trees in the background, they're both blowing pretty good. Like you guys are shaking. You can see that wind is going. All right, so let's do a couple hard downward throws. Make sure the scales are going to stay on there really nice. They are Chicago screwed, so that's very good. Oh, yeah. I have no doubt that the tip is going to be strong on this. Golly. All right, so that went in really deep on a downward throw. Really, really deep. That was actually kind of impressive. I got to do some batoning, but I don't have a lot of stuff over here for batoning, so we will go to the other side of the yard, to the other wood pile. First, let's do a 6 levels of leather and all the way through. A couple more things we should probably do while we're on this side of the world. Let's do a couple of downward chip strikes. You know, normally I'd be using a thinner piece, but I have confidence in the grip of the G10, so I can swing a little harder and see about taking some of this down and giving it a little shave. And I have to say, for a big piece of wood, it's shaving really, really nice. I mean, right? So here's kindling. Well, if you're going to use kindling, we're going to have to get some feathers too. Look at this. Look at this. This thing is just nice. Every steel wheel I have is just an appropriate shaver. I mean, just nice. Let's do some pulls utilizing that side grip. Let's get some nice curl. Wow, that's some really, really nice curls right there. That's some paper curls. Very, very nice. Look at this. Look at this. I know my arm's out of the way, yeah. So just an absolute shaver. So when it comes down to EDC, you want a knife that can cut. That's what an EDC is for. It's just for cutting, right? I got to open a box. I got to shave a piece of wood. I got to cut a piece of leather. I got to rip into something. That's what your EDC is for, right? Balls to the wall. Cutting a piece of extension cord. Maybe you got to do to fix something. Maybe you got to cut a hose in the car. You need something that can cut. This thing's a cutter, and it's a comfortable in the hand cutter. So let's first track down the dogs. I see Bigsby right there, and Roscoe. I don't know where the big dum dum is. That guy's just on his own planet. I don't even know where he is. Disappears, man. That dog. There he is. Dumb as a box of rocks. All right, so let's do an ice chip, because we know ice is bad on blades. Let's see. Oh, yeah. All right. Any little tip folds, anything like that? No, I didn't expect it to. But you never know. You never know. I've seen some weird things happen with knives. All right, so let's do some light batoning here. Oh, man, my piece of wood is frozen to the ground that I was going to use. So let's take this. Oh, this one's frozen. Golly. That's the problem with being in a winter wasteland. Everything freezes. Let's bring you guys down. All right. Now, let's get into some dirty business here. Let's do some batoning. All right. I have no fear hitting these knives, these steel wheels, because every one of them has just been freaking phenomenal. Freaking phenomenal. Phenomenal. So you guys know that. Oh, first of all, I got, if anybody's been paying attention, the Krogall, the new D-Bad Krogall. It's almost done. And they sent me some pictures over from KHHI, and it is beautiful. Speaking of KHHI, you know, I did my homemade tattoo. I started refining it. I don't know if you can see it. And even coloring it, my preacher. Hey, it's looking pretty good. You know how hard it is to color a leg tattoo? I have to put my leg up, hold the gun this way, and then use my hand to hold this like a foot pedal to work the tattoo gun. Man, it's a pain in the nut. Pain in the nut, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right, here we go. Just, I mean, that kind of stuff is all day right there. So literally, we got our kindling, we got our shaving to get the fire started, we got our sticks to get a burn, and we have our logs. So can I use this as a secondary camp knife, the smaller camp knife, my extra survival blade? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. This thing's going to get the job done no matter what. And it's just, let's see, batoning. And look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh gosh, I'm dropping them all, but you see how thin those are? That means edge is still sharp. Edge is still, look, I'm just barely going too. And it's just sharp, sharp, sharp. It's making little hairs. Little hairs, I mean, little fine ones. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Look, I'm gonna show you up closer. Just little whisks. Doing it that way. Nice. Let's do some pulls. We didn't do any pulls. And pulls are a great way to get those little hair thin shaves. Look at this. Look at this, man. That is so, so nice. So let me put these up on the log and let them dry. They're a little bit wet, but I'm gonna burn those later. So, I mean, all in all, so far great. It does have a 90-degree spine. It will strike spark. I usually use a Ricasso when I do that, or I have my Baco folding saw that I use for my fire striking on a ferro rod, so I don't usually use a knife for that. But if I had to, could this do the job? 100%, absolutely, no problemo. The tip is still 100% straight. No folds. I am really loving this knife here. I mean, it's exactly what I would expect it to be. It's a steel will. Let's give it some light so you can really, really see this thing. It's a pretty knife, man. This thing is just nice. It's a really, really nice knife. That's gonna be like the photo. All right, so what else do we have to do, man? Well, oh, you know what? It's supposed to be this EDC, so what about like skinning, things like that? Basketball. Right? I mean, it's as easy as it could get right there. That's as easy as it could get. So really, there's only one more thing. There's only one more test. Mama Shredder's ready for this one. Don't forget to sub to those shredders. Sub to those shredders. And don't forget to get over to Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors. I almost forget the outdoors. I'm not forgetting, Scab. I'm not forgetting. Sub. My man Joe at Steel Forge and Fire Sword and Knife. Man, we have a knife coming that we collaborated on. He wanted done, and it is coming out, boys and girls. Ho-ho! Hit it, Mama Shredder! First try! All right, so can you throw it? Abso-freaking-lutely. I mean, the steel wheel cager, what is it, 1410? Is that what it is? The 1410. So $69.99. That's actually a really good price for a knife that can be one of your forever knives. This thing is gonna be on a belt. It'll be on your gear. It'll be on your pack. I mean, anywhere you want to put it, this knife is gonna carry. It's gonna carry well. I am digging it. I'm gonna get out of the wind now, go inside, cook some food, find the dog walking down the driveway. Damn. And that's it for me. I am Donnie Baldy. Till next night.